This is something that should be promoted at all costs by cultural institutions, even by the government. I mean, this is culture right here. This is not just like pop music or pop art. There are not that many artists out there that go as deep in terms of artistry. There are not so many artists. Hello everyone, welcome once again to my channel. It's your boy Luis Portelles, and for today's video we have finally a music reaction. And you guys, I've been missing for a while doing this type of videos, but I've been so busy. However, FELIP just released a brand new song, a music video, and you know that I had to make a comeback just for him because I love my SB19 boys. And of course, I think that FELIP has been doing such an incredible job when it comes to his solo projects. Palayo was incredible musically, visually, aesthetically, and this time around he's back with a brand new song titled Bulan. Now, before he actually released the music video, he had a disclaimer informing the audience that this is based on Filipino mythology. So I'm expecting to see a lot of those references, a lot of culture, a lot of information for us to interpret in our own very ways, but of course also be informed. As usual, to give you guys a fair reaction, I translated the lyrics to English so that I can understand what I'm witnessing, and this is my very first time listening to the song and watching the video so that I can give you an honest reaction. Before we get into the video, I just want to ask you guys, do you think that there is kind of a conspiracy going on with the SB19 boys? Because I noticed that Pablo had the music video for La Luna, which refers to the moon. Now FELIP is coming up with Bulan, which also has a strong reference to the moon as well. So please let me know in the comment section if you have any conspiracy theories. While you're at it, don't forget to leave a like on this video so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, I will see you with the reaction right after the intro.
Be strong.
Alright, here we go. So excited! Wow, long red hair. This is already different from everything that I've seen from him. Wow. Oh my gosh. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna pause real quick. Right before I stop the music video, I was just gonna tell you guys this has a very, traditional vibe, like mysterious vibe with the person singing in the background. It makes me think like the introduction of a movie or a cinematographic project. However, that quickly turned around with that introduction to the title of the song, which gave me more of a rock edge. At this point, I don't know what to expect for the rest of the music video, but I wanted to say visually, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I've seen some changes in the scenery where he is walking. So at first we have the desert, then he's at an area where you can see a little bit more of flora, like you can see some plants, some trees. So I'm wondering if this is like an oasis type of thing, but those are just assumptions. Please, let's keep watching. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Is he gonna give us traditional music blended with rock music? Come on, FELIP. Chills already. I need a moment to process everything that I'm witnessing right here. I mean, musically speaking, let's focus on the music first of all. This is completely so different from what I was expecting. When I think of Palayo, for example, it was such a smooth song, like such a vibe, it seems like a little bit like R&B inspired, a little bit of like hip-hop, trap music, I don't know, it was just like a blend of a lot of things. But going this direction is a completely 180 degrees change. I feel a lot more of a rock influence here, even with the way that he's delivering his vocals. I think that it's so interesting, but in a way it makes the song really powerful. I don't know, because this is my first time watching it, so I'm still trying to digest all of the images and the messages that are being thrown at me, but I cannot help it but to get the chills whenever he is singing, because it just feels very raw, very powerful, very commending in a way. I think, I don't know, I have this idea in my mind that at some point the boys are working on solo projects. We all know that, but I think that at some point all of those solo projects will bring us to something common that they will still do as SB19. I'm seeing a lot of references to the moon, so I don't know if that's like a hint or something, but please let me know what you guys think. At the same time, I wanted to mention that this is also giving me a little bit of the What music video. So I think that even though these are solo projects, they're still referencing some of those things that they did together. I think that's important because it tells that, you know, those images and those videos that we got previously with the group were actually coming from their own inspiration. You know, like they get accused so much of being manufactured, of being a copy of international acts. But I think that whatever SB19 does is very authentic and it shows on their visual material. Come on, dance break. Oh my god, okay. Okay, we can hear right here in the song, I hear that he's calling the name of Halia, who is part of the legend, part of the myth with Bulan as well. So please, you guys, one thing that I'm gonna ask from you, this is honestly something that I like to hear from my audience. I want you guys to explain to me a little bit the story behind the myth and some of the references that FELIP is telling us that have been lost over time because of colonization, because of different, you know, time and information not being available as easily. I think that this is part of the reason why he wanted to make this particular music video with this approach, with this treatment, to inform young audiences, but also to spread information about the country's mythology, history, and legacy, nationally and internationally. In terms of the visual treatment of the music video, I'm gonna say that FELIP, so far, what I perceive of him is that he is really a risk taker. You know, it will be so easy to come up with something that is very commercial, that is very expected of him, or even to just continue with his Ken brand from SB19 and just capitalize on that success. But instead, he's giving us something that is completely the opposite of what we're used to with SB19. And at the same time, he is doing something that he feels very passionate about. Not just with the music and the way that he's, you know, exploring his artistry as a solo performer, but also with the substance and the topics that he is talking about with his music. If we're being honest, I think that he's going very deep with these things. This music is definitely not for everyone, but for people who truly appreciate culture, that truly appreciate history, that truly like to analyze the content. I can remember, for example, with Palayo, he was singing in Bisaya, and then now this time around he is going with mythology and giving us his own interpretation of it. The most important thing for me is that a young audience will be exposed to this material, and because of this, most likely they will feel curious, they will want to know more about the history behind the legend, and ultimately that's just going to help spread the message and inform a whole new generation about these stories. This is something that should be promoted at all costs by cultural institutions, even by the government. I mean, this is culture right here. This is not just like pop music or pop art. This is really culture. There are not that many artists out there that go as deep in terms of artistry. There are not so many artists that truly care about spreading awareness and spreading information and making sure that their fans are in touch with the roots and their culture. Anyways, I think I've been talking for too long, so let's keep watching. Let's go back to the music video and I'll give you some of my comments towards the end of it. Whoa! Hell to the no! Oh my god. This feels like so intense. Like I'm listening to this and I just want to go work out right now. I think it will be like my working out jam. Masterpiece. Alright everyone, let's talk about the music video so far. So I'm just gonna say all of the elements that I usually look for and that I would expect in an excellent song slash music video are right here. So first of all, we have storyline with the entire mythology and characters that he decided to portray towards the visuals of the video. I have a very interesting sound, which is the mix of a lot of influences. I feel like the most obvious one is rock music, even with the vocal delivery, but I can feel a little bit of like trap music, some of the beats in the background. I can feel a little bit of hip hop just in the way that is so really out there, you know, like the rhythm of it and even how edgy it feels. Of course, all of that blended with some obvious traditional references to Filipino music as well. So, I mean, from an artistic point of view, this song is really hitting all the marks. We get choreography, we get visual effects. What else can you expect from this type of content? As I said, I just want to recap that I honestly admire and I feel a lot of respect for what FELIP is doing here with Bulan and for what he has been doing so far up until this point with his solo projects. I feel like he is going really deep in terms of different subjects and different topics that he wants to explore through his art. And some of the comments that I've seen about FELIP is that some people think that he is not very cohesive with like his style of music as a solo performer because Palayo was so different from Bulan. Well, I think personally that there are a lot of similar elements. For example, there's always this darkness about his music videos. He has a very aggressive approach as well when it comes to the dance breaks, when it comes to dropping the beat. So I feel like those are things that really ties the projects together. It's perfectly fine if he wants to try different things as well. As I said, one thing that I will really love from you guys is that you let me know in the comment section more about the legend of Bulan and anything that you think it's important for me to know. I mean, when I do these videos, I honestly try to give you as much as possible my first impression, first reaction. So I don't do extensive research ahead of time. I don't watch or listen to the songs and the music videos ahead of time, so that what you can see here on screen, it's really my first impression. So I will be reading you down in the comment section as well. If you enjoy my video, of course, don't forget to leave a like so that it gets recommended to more people. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one almost every single day. And last but not least, come here and give me a hug. That's a little tradition on the channel. You know that I love you, that I appreciate you. Thank you for coming and spending a few moments out of your day here with me. And until I see you next time, please stay safe, be kind to one another, sending you all my love, all my kisses, and I'll see you on the next one.